Hello again, my heretical entrepreneurs. We've got another heretical dictionary redefinition. And the big aha moment, that I want you to take away is that whatever you put into a machine is what you get out of it. And what I am going to deal with right now is that fear-based marketing produces fear-based services and fear-based results. Say it again. Oh, and there's a siren. So timely. Fear-based marketing produces fear-based services and fear-based results. So I'll tell you a story. Es war einmal, once upon a time. Once upon a time, potentially like many of you out there, I paid 10,000 euro to a business coach who taught me a funnel process that was about only targeting a hot audience. It was about saying to heck with everybody else and focusing on the 3% of the people out there who were already really desperately hungry for my services. And this is one model of marketing. It's out there, it's partly valid, just like every other form of marketing is partly valid. And the allure of only targeting hot audiences who are already desperately hungry for whatever it is that you're offering, is that one needs to spend less time building up the relationship. And this pretty classic funnel is like one ad, one webinar, one phone call. And on this phone call, you don't tell them how much whatever it is you're offering costs, which I always had problems with, because the logic is that if you tell them, they're going to freak out and make the decision based on the sticker shock and go away. And then you sort of thinly disguise a sales call as a coaching call, and then at the end of it, which can be like after 2 hours of talking, at the end of this call, then you tell them how much it is, and then they freak out, and then you push, and you shove them into a sale. And everything about this to me just felt yucky, passive-aggressive, wrong, and desperate. And it also the fact that it only spoke to desperate people was just like desperation all around. Didn't work for me. And guess what? It didn't work for me financially either. I never got a single client this way. But I did know that since I had spent so much damn money on this coach, I had better learn a lot from the experience, and I did. I learned exactly how I didn't want to market, because I found that everybody who came to me on the phone call, they were coming to me from this place of absolute abject desperation, scary desperation, and I too was responding in a sense of desperation, and the whole sense of this crisis mode created a perpetuating circle, a positive feedback loop of everybody just getting more fearful and more desperate and more crazy. And pushing and grabbing and all of this energy that is not very helpful. You as an entrepreneur are ideally here to alleviate that in the world. You are here to put that to rest, to bring people a sense of And so I switched from hot marketing, whose charm was that you didn't have to spend a lot of time getting people to know you in the first place. I switched from that to cold and lukewarm marketing, where you get to know people first, and instead of pushing your product on them right away, you you show up at the bar and you get used to chatting with people, the imaginary bar. You get used to just getting to know people in a casual way first. And then maybe one of these people turns into the prospect of a date, and it's coffee, and then you have lunch, and then you have dinner. These things take time. And then after a whole lot of this, eventually you both mutually come to the decision that perhaps getting married would be a good thing. But by the time you do that, it's like you're both ready for it, you both want it, and nobody is really like freaking out. And I found that even though this takes longer, it's much more sustainable, and it creates the right energetic conditions for healthy, prosperous business relationships. I found that for me, the issue with hot marketing, hot audience marketing, was that it's like walking into a bar and seeing someone standing there and asking them to marry you. Or it's like being someone standing at the bar and trying to entice somebody to marry you, like right there in the bar. And yeah, if you meet exactly the right person, somebody might be down for it. But is that really the kind of relationship that you want to engage in? This sounds incredibly unhealthy and unsustainable to me. So when you create a marketing relationship that you build up over time, and you allow people to come to you in their own way when they're ready and when they feel that you have something that they want, and you let them know up front, okay, this is how much it costs and here's what I do, then instead of this climate of fear and desperation, you have a mutually fulfilling, meaningful, energy producing relationship that feeds everybody. And this is what is sustainable. So if you are already a hot marketer and it's working for you, fabulous, go for it. And if you're looking for another way, just remember that this is an approach that I find fulfilling and brings me lightness. And then this is what I have to share with my clients. Because remember, again, you put fear in, you get fear out. What do you want to bring to your clients? Put that energy in, and that's what you'll get out. And if you want to talk with me about how you can bring joy, light, and meaningful fulfillment to your clients, then message me at jordanadelfeld.com. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.